What if the nightmares that are disrupting your sleep aren't just bad dreams, but a terrifying and profound warning sign? Imagine lying in bed, fast asleep and deeply submerged in a dream. While your physical body is violently acting out every scene, you could be punching, kicking, or even screaming, all without being consciously aware of it or being able to stop yourself. This isn't a scene from a science fiction movie. It's a real and dangerous condition called REM Sleep Behavior Disorder, or RBD. For many older adults, RBD isn't just an isolated sleep problem, it is one of the earliest and most profound warning signs of a deeper issue: neurodegenerative diseases like Parkinson's and Lewy body dementia, often appearing years, sometimes even decades, before other, more noticeable symptoms. Today, we are diving deep into the early signs of RBD. We'll give you a comprehensive and easy-to-understand guide to help you distinguish between a simple bad dream and a serious medical condition. By understanding these crucial signs, you can take control of your health, seek an early and accurate diagnosis, and potentially slow the progression of these diseases, giving you a critical head start. Hello everyone, and welcome back to Wellness Hub Seniors. I'm Doctor, and I'm so glad you're here for this critical and potentially life-changing discussion. Sleep is not a luxury. It is a fundamental pillar of health, and any significant changes in it should be taken very seriously. Today's topic is one of the most important we've ever covered, and it could provide a vital piece of the puzzle for many of you. Understanding the early signs of RBD is not just about getting a better night's sleep. It's about protecting your long-term cognitive and physical health. Part 1. What is REM sleep and why is it so important? Before we can truly understand the dangers of RBD, we need to first understand what happens during a normal, healthy night's sleep. Your sleep cycle is a fascinating journey that consists of 4 distinct stages. But the most unique and mysterious one is REM sleep, which stands for rapid eye movement. This is the stage where the majority of your vivid, narrative-driven dreaming occurs. During a typical night, your body cycles through these stages multiple times, with each REM cycle getting progressively longer. REM sleep is incredibly important for essential cognitive functions, including memory consolidation, learning new skills, and emotional processing. It's when your brain gets to do some of its most critical work. Crucially, during a healthy REM sleep phase, your brain sends signals that temporarily and effectively paralyze your muscles. This natural mechanism, called atonia, is your body's built-in safety switch. It keeps you from physically acting out your dreams, ensuring you can dream of running a marathon or fighting off a dragon without actually falling out of bed or harming yourself. In individuals with RBD, this safety switch malfunctions completely. The brain fails to send the signal to paralyze the muscles. Part 2. The core difference. Nightmares versus RBD. Many people, and even some medical professionals, confuse RBD with simply having a vivid nightmare. But they are fundamentally and medically different. Knowing this crucial distinction is the very first step to accurately identifying the problem. A nightmare. Your brain is highly active, but your body is temporarily paralyzed. You experience a feeling of terror, fear, or anxiety. When you wake up, you vividly remember the details of the nightmare, but you are not physically moving. You don't get out of bed or physically injure yourself or your partner. REM Sleep Behavior Disorder RBD. Your brain is active, and your body is not paralyzed. The safety switch is off. You physically act out your dreams, which are often violent, aggressive, or high intensity. You may not remember the dream at all, or you may wake up feeling confused and disoriented about what just happened. The physical actions can lead to serious injury to yourself or your bed partner. The key takeaway is this: A nightmare is a passive, mental experience. RBD is an active, often violent, and dangerous physical event. Part 3. The 5 early signs of OBD to watch for now that we understand the difference. Let's get into the specifics. These are the 5 most common early signs of OBD. They can start subtly and become more frequent and severe over time, so it's important to pay attention to them. 1. Violent movements during sleep. This is the most well-known and alarming sign. The movements are not just simple twitching. They are often sudden, purposeful, and intense. This can include punching, kicking, flailing your arms, jumping out of bed, or even attempting to run. These actions directly correspond to the events happening in a vivid dream. For example, if you dream you're being chased or a hero in a battle, you might kick and run in your sleep. If you dream you're in a fight, you might punch dog too. Shouting, screaming, or cursing, this is another classic sign. The vocalizations are often loud, emotional, and consistent with the dream's narrative. A person with RBD might scream in terror, shout in anger, or talk with a hostile or agitated tone, and like simple sleep talking. These vocalizations are often more intense and are almost always accompanied by the physical movements mentioned above. 3. Injury to self or bed partner. This is the most dangerous and often the most life-altering sign, and it's what most often prompts people to seek medical help. Though physical violence can lead to serious injuries, such as bruises, cuts, broken bones, or even concussions from falling, bed partners are often the first to notice and are frequently the victims, as they are in close proximity and can be unintentionally hit or kicked. For the person with RBD, falling out of bed is a common and frightening occurrence. 4. Recalling vivid, action-packed dreams. The dreams associated with RBD are not always nightmares in the traditional sense, but they are almost always vivid and action-packed, involving the sense of being chased, attacked, or in some form of confrontation. When you wake up, you might recall the dream in great detail, but be utterly confused about the physical actions you took. You may also wake up in the middle of a violent episode and feel disoriented and confused for a few moments, unsure of where you are or what happened. 5. Acting out dreams from an early age. While RBD is more common and more dangerous in seniors, a small percentage of people can have the onset in their 40s or even earlier. If you have a history of sleepwalking or acting out dreams from a younger age, it might be a precursor to a more severe form of RBD later in life. It's important to keep track of these incidents over time, as they can reveal a pattern that a doctor can use for diagnosis. Part 4. The alarming and profound link to neurodegenerative diseases. This is the part of the discussion that makes RBD so crucial to understand, and so important to act on. RBD is not considered a standalone sleep disorder. It is a profound and well-established indicator of future neurodegenerative disease. It's considered an early marker for a class of brain disorders known as synucleinopathies, which include Parkinson's disease and Lewy body dementia (LBD). Parkinson's disease. A staggering amount of research shows that up to 80% of individuals diagnosed with RBD will eventually develop Parkinson's disease. The average time from RBD onset to Parkinson's diagnosis is a critical 10 to 15 years, giving a precious window for intervention and clinical trials. Lewy body dementia. This is the second most common form of progressive dementia after Alzheimer's. RBD is an extremely common symptom of LBD, often preceding the cognitive and motor symptoms by many years. The link is so strong and so well documented that scientists now believe RBD is a symptom of the disease process starting in a part of the brainstem, long before it affects the parts of the brain that control movement and memory. Early detection of RBD can provide an invaluable opportunity to enroll in clinical trials, plan for the future and explore new treatments that may one day slow or stop the progression of these devastating diseases. Part 5. What to do if you see these signs. If you or a loved one are exhibiting these signs, it's natural to feel concerned. But it is not a time to panic. It is a time to take proactive and informed action. Here is your clear, actionable, step-by-step plan. 1. Talk to a doctor immediately. Make an appointment with your family doctor and be prepared to describe the symptoms in detail. It's incredibly helpful to bring a log of the incidents, including the date, time, duration, and a description of the movements or vocalizations. 2. See a sleep specialist. Your family doctor will likely refer you to a sleep specialist. A polysomnogram, or a sleep study, is the definitive and most accurate test for diagnosing a BD. During a sleep study, a technician will monitor your brain waves, muscle activity, and breathing to confirm if your body is failing to enter atonia during REM sleep. 3. Prioritize safety. This is the most urgent and immediate step. If violent episodes are occurring, you need to take immediate measures to prevent injury. Remove sharp objects, nightstands, and anything that could cause harm from the bedroom. Place padding round the bed. Sleep in separate beds or separate rooms, if necessary, to protect your bed partner. 4. Consider treatment options. While there is currently no cure for RBD itself, there are effective treatments to manage the symptoms and promote safety. These often include medications. Certain medications, such as clonazepam, can be very effective in suppressing the muscle activity. Lifestyle adjustments, reducing alcohol, caffeine, and stress can also help manage symptoms. I hope this deep dive into REM sleep behavior disorder has been both informative and empowering. Knowledge is power, and by recognizing these early warning signs, you are giving yourself and your loved ones a powerful tool to take control of your health. Don't let a bad dream become a silent threat. Stay vigilant, stay informed, and stay proactive about your health. If you found this information valuable and important, please give this video a thumbs up and share it with anyone you know who might be experiencing these symptoms. It could make a life-changing difference for them. And if you're not already a part of our community, please subscribe to Wellness Hub Seniors and hit that notification bell so you never miss our critical health discussions. Until next time, stay well, sleep safely, and live vibrantly.